people ask me who are not artists, they say, oh, you're an artist, you're doing all these pictures? Oh, it must be so much fun. And I just want to say, fun? You have no idea, you know? Fun is for imbeciles. My name is Dirk Hagner. I'm currently a professor of drawing and printmaking at Mount San Antonio College in Walnut, California. And an artist on the side, or actually all the time.
Where were you born?
Germany. Yeah, it's North Rhine-Westphalia. The town is called Essen, which is a big industrial kind of big industrial area. My dad was a bus driver. My mom was, I have two brothers, so she took care of the kids. Just grew up normally, went to school till at one point I changed to it's called the gymnasium there. It's a little different. But also I did enjoy the the learning environment and all that new stuff that I never heard of before, and just kept going, still going on now.
Yeah.
Learning just never stops. In Germany, where it rains a lot, and my brothers were all drawing at home on the kitchen table, and we were drawing buses and streetcars because that's what I was working with. And we all did the same thing, and I thought my older brother was much better than me. But he stopped drawing and I didn't. When I finally went to what we call gymnasium, the high school equivalent kind of, I was in art class, I enjoyed it, but a number of times I was done early with the project, and so one of these times the teacher took me to the back room where there was an etching press. I've never seen one. He said, you're done, you want to try something else? And he showed me how to do a dry point etching on a copper plate. And I did, and that's when it started. That's what I'm doing now, printmaking. I'm not a painter at all. I don't paint. I don't care for it myself. If something goes wrong, or I can constantly change my mind and paint over it, or fix it. What I enjoy about printmaking compared to painting is that the choices are limited. You can't have all the colors. If you make a mistake, there's no undo button. You can't just put the wood back in when you cut it out, stuff like that. There's things you plan on, right? You plan to go to school, you go for a certain degree or whatever, or stuff like, and then stuff happens, It could be in a good or bad way. You don't want to know all those things, right? I don't want to know all those things. I hope that good stuff will happen, new stuff will happen, and maybe change my direction. That's cool too. I mean, that's what life is supposed to be, I think, Yeah, this, like I said, is this project I'm working on right now. So it's gonna be multiple woodcuts, 18 pieces. The German word is Totentanz, you know what that is? Or Danse Macabre. So it's something that started in the 14th century. And it's basically, the big story is that at the end we're all gonna die. We all know that, right? Death being the big equalizer. So no matter what your standing in life is, if you're high or low, at the end you get equalized by death. In current America, same rules apply, right? At the end they're all gonna go. And we have, of course, now a different mix, right? Like here I'm working right now on the lobbyist. So we have the cop, the pope. This is going to be the doctor, based on the old medieval kind of thing. Here's the judge. Holbein, here's the congressman shooting his mouth off. I feel that experience that my parents were just plain old honest working folk, I had a hard time sometimes just making it and trying to do the best they could. I would think that actually influenced what I'm doing, how I see my art, that I try to relate to those people, And I believe that printmaking, that I chose printmaking, or that it came to me because printmaking, since you make not one piece, when you do a print, you do an edition, but it's multiples, right? So it's for that reason called the democratic art, because you could disseminate a lot of your artwork amongst many people for much less money. So printmaking has this kind of thing too, like this tie into regular focus on regular life. It deals with issues, everyday issues. I think it's important to respond to contemporary issues, whatever that might be. And those are, you can name them political or social or whatever you want to call it, but there's stuff going on in the world. So that's the reason really that it comes in there, because it concerns me, and whenever something concerns me, I have to do, it kind of flows into my art, I can't separate the two. So I think that as human beings, in whatever society we are, we have to kind of live together. That's why I'm a damn liberal. And I really do believe, and that flows also in my work, of course, right?